Hi guys, this is Banished and welcome back to another episode for Banished. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. If you guys are new to my channel, go down below, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have been here before, well, welcome back. I love having you guys here. And if you guys love this video, you guys know what to do. Go down below and hit that like button. So today we are back and we are playing another episode for Banished. Last time we were here, we went ahead and we built this little downtown like industrial area. Overall, it came out really well. I kind of like how it's a little bit different than what we had going before here. It kind of just like finishes out the area. We also had to go ahead, hide one of these old abandoned mines. It was definitely a pretty cool episode. If you haven't checked the episode out, go ahead, check it out. The link will be in the description below. Overall, guys, this civilization, the city here that we have created is growing really well. And we are definitely going to continue growing it in today's episode. So today, we are going to be over here on this side. We have currently a bunch of the laborers clearing out all these trees here. So get 110 laborers going, you can definitely clear a lot of trees very quickly. So we're clearing this whole area out here, and we are going to be working, I would say, over in this area here, trying to develop out another residential district. We currently have, I would say, a good amount of people in this city, but we are definitely going to try to grow a little bit more in this episode, because if we can grow out this district here, over in this area here, I'm planning on putting another nice square, and then behind the square is going to be where we are going to put the castle. So we are definitely getting close to building our major fortress that we have been talking about, but in today's episode, we are going to go ahead and probably build out some more residential areas. So let's jump into this episode. So the first thing we are going to have to do, like always, we got to lay some roads out so people can actually navigate around our city. So let's make sure first that we are placing down these same roads. I have not placed roads in an awful long time, so got to make sure that these are correct. There we go. So these are the correct roads. We're going to place these down like this, and then from here, how are we going to do this? It looks like, yeah, this is what we're going to do here. I'm going to put in a turn like this. That's going to shoot down that way. And then we are just going to continue this all the way up. So there we go. And this is going to turn now and shoot straight across here. So as you can tell, we are definitely building a different kind of layout. I want to try to keep things a little bit different. I don't want to keep the same designs, just so you guys can see a little bit different and how things are going to look. So there we go. That's kind of the next little Q block that we're going to be building out here, where in here we'll be placing a bunch of houses just to continue the growing state of our city. Alright, so there we go. We got 40 laborers going, or workers coming on here. They will definitely help build out the area. So now kind of what we more or less have to do is start placing some houses in here. So we're going to continue growing out with these houses, and we're also going to use some of the storage facilities. If we go into here and into here, we have a few buildings that we can use that I think will work really well for what we're trying to do. So for example, we could put like some meat storage facilities in here, which just allows people to come in here and get some food instead of having to go all the way to the market. Kind of feels more like a town instead of, you know, just always having to go to the market really far out of the way for people. So just trying to make things a little bit more convenient will help our citizens overall. Okay, so there we go. We're going to get that in here. Let's place, yeah, we'll place this in here. And now the next part we are going to have to do, let's go and get another house in here. It's going to be this. Perfect. And then we are going to just do the exact same thing. Let's get that there. And we are going to do, nah, we're not going to do this one. Let's change this up. We're going to do that. So yeah, just so you guys can kind of see, this is more or less how we're going to plan on laying out this queue right here. We're going to go ahead and lay this queue out here, and once this area is more developed, I will be back with you guys to show you more or less what the finished product looks like. Okay guys, and I am finally back. We have finished building out this housing block over here, and you guys can kind of see how it it turned out. I think it turned out really well, and we definitely increased our population definitely a lot by adding all these homes. There's definitely a lot more citizens that can live now in this area. Currently, our population has been dropping due to basically people getting old and just dying out. But you can kind of see here how the roads look in between. We have some decoration with some clotheslines going across here, just trying to make it look a little bit more lively, and I think it turned out really, really well. So the next part that we are going to do, I mentioned this that we might have done this, or we may do this in the next episode, but we are going to do that in today's episode. We are going to start building over here another large plaza, similar to what we did over here with some market and also the church over here. So the first thing that I decided that we are going to put over here, we're going to put in the medieval cathedral. So just so you guys can see it, this is what it looks like. I think it's definitely a really nice model, and it's something that will definitely spruce up the overall look of our city. So let's get this started to be built, because this thing's going to take forever to get built here. So we got this going in over here. The next thing that I need to get is a market. So basically, let's look at what we can do with a market. We have a bunch of options in here, similar to what we were doing on the original market. We could do this again, which is a central market. We have a few other options, like a rural market. We have this option. We have another small market. Let's see what else we have. Not really too many great options for what I'm trying to go for here. I would say probably still the best bet may be this central market. Even though we've already placed it in here, I kind of want to do it again. It has a very large reach, as you can see, which will be really good for us going forward, basically. Let's see here. We could place it maybe right over here, pretty close to where the cathedral is too. Yeah, let's offset it just a little bit. We need to make sure the road can come by. That should be good, probably right in here. Yeah, let's do that. So there we go. Placing a market over here, and then the next kind of objects that we want to place is another cemetery. The reason why we want to get a cemetery in here also is because, if you can't tell already, these cemeteries are filled to the brim. So we definitely need to get another cemetery in here so more people can be buried in our city. Simple enough. So let's work on that also. This design is probably going to be just a little less intricate than the first one that we did. So let's see here. This is going to come off here. We're going to have an avenue that comes down here. Or idea. You know what we might do? We might not continue this road up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start the cemetery right around here. Let's bring this back something like that, and we're going to double this up. Cool. And then we're going to just make this pretty simple. Go off two like this, two like this. This is going to be a little bit simpler of a cemetery compared to what the original one was. Let's have this come over. Just something like that. Another 4-quarter kind of cemetery, but this time let's extend this back just a little bit further too. Let's see here. So that's lined up. Is this lined up? No. Okay. So let's get this going here, and then this can go just like that. Perfect. And then this is just going to extend to the back. It's going to be a lot bigger. There we go. And then we're going to start filling in some graves in between these areas here and see how this goes overall. You can see already the cathedral is starting to get built. We have resources coming in also over here, and the rows over here are getting built too. This area here, we're going to have to delete this out definitely, because these are not going to be basically relevant anymore. Basically, once you start taking away a lot of the foliage, the gatherers kind of go down in production. Same thing with the cabins for the hunters, and then obviously the foresters. They're not going to have any more trees around here. So let's get rid of these guys too. It's kind of the next thing that we want to start working on. So let's see here. Let's remove these structures. It's going to be just like that. There we go. And we have obviously a lot of people now that are jobless because we just removed them from these jobs. So I'm going to go ahead and let this build out a little bit. And once this is completed building up, I will be back with you guys to kind of show you how this looks. Okay guys, and I am back. Currently it is coming late winter and it is becoming spring, and we have completed the market over here. We are starting to get some decoration placed around the marketplace. Our cathedral, overall, we have all the materials needed to build this thing. This thing is going to be beautiful once it's completed. I can't wait for you guys to see this thing. And it is going to take a while because, as you could tell right here, look at how many build points we actually need to complete this structure. So this is going to take a while to build. Over here, we also now have the layout for the cathedral cemetery, and it's going to be a very large cemetery because this is going to be basically our main attraction area for the center of our city. So this is going to be a very open area too, which we're going to have to fill in all this with some different items. Not entirely sure yet what we're going to put in there, but we will figure it out as we go. So I just wanted to give you guys just a quick little update on how things are looking. I'm going to just keep going ahead and doing some more now detailed decoration between adding around the marketplace here and also, let's say, placing some stuff here in the cemetery. Once I have all this completed, not completed, I'll do a catch up with you guys halfway through the process and just keep you guys updated on how things are going. So I will be back with you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, and I am back with a little update here. We have gone ahead and we just started decorating the market area over here, and I think it turned out really well. We basically went ahead, took the plain market, and we added some decoration with trees, some bushes, some stone walls, and then just some other like little sculptures. And it is still being completed around the back here, but it is slowly being built up, and it is looking really good. Also, so far, our cathedral is still being built. We are about halfway done with it, and this is where we are at so far. It is looking really good. Hopefully this will be done in this episode. We'll have to see how long this will take to be completed. Over here in the cemetery now, you can see we are finally starting to get some decoration too in here, and all of the areas are starting to get filled. So definitely should be pretty interesting. We'll have to see how this area copes with expansions. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update on how this is coming along. We have a few other issues here with people getting cold, so I went ahead and also added a few windmills, or not windmills, water mills in here so we can get some more firewood being produced so that we don't freeze out our citizens in the winter. So that's kind of just a quick update for what we have done. Hopefully we'll get everything kind of finished up, and maybe I'll show you guys one more progress report of how things are going. So I will be back with you guys once again in a few more minutes. Okay guys, and I am finally back. We have completed building out our new kind of market area, central hub-ish kind of area for our city. This is more or less what it looks like now, fully decorated. We have over here, as you can see, a central market similar to the other one that we have, just a little bit more decorated up, and I really like how this came out. Right behind the market here, we have some storage area where we can store some more goods, and we have a distribution barn so we can distribute any goods out to different areas. Then finally, we have our main cathedral built. So this is finally built. This thing took forever to complete, but it is done, and I think it is a stunning looking model. I love how this thing came out overall. Then we also went ahead and we finished up the cemetery surrounding this cathedral, and it's a fairly big cemetery, and it is going to be used an awful lot going forward into the future. You can see a lot of these areas aren't even filled yet, so that is great because our other cemetery was packed. So getting a new cemetery in here will definitely help allow us to bury more people in our city, overall increasing the happiness for our citizens. You can see here now we are at 5 stars and also a 5 health rating, so that is really good overall. And look at this, we got a nice little building on fire over here. Well, don't put that out, that's good. The last thing we did over here was we just kind of made like a little market, not market, a little square. We have a place to hang anyone if we choose to do so. And then also over here we have some benches just for people to sit, and to finish it up we have a school over here too. And we have a lot of people that need to be educated, so adding another school in here is a perfect thing to add in this area. So overall, this episode definitely was a huge upgrade in a lot of things. We can just do a little quick recap so you guys can just kind of remember. We built out this square area right over here. This was a huge housing upgrade for us, basically adding in a lot of stores underneath here and then adding houses above at the top. We also then went ahead and we built this market area like I just mentioned, and we really detailed this up, and I think it came out really nice. You guys will have to let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought is of this area that we built up here. But as always guys, my name is Banished, and we are going to end today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Banished, and if you guys enjoyed this episode of Banished, please go down below, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this episode. Overall, things are looking really good, and we are going to continue growing out this city in the next episode. So if you guys have not hit that notification bell yet, go ahead, hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified each time I upload a video. If you guys are not following me yet on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, go give me a follow. The links are in the description below. And on that note guys, we are going to end today's episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode for Banished, and I will see all of you in the next episode. See you all later.